I just can't thank you guys enough. I can't tell you how amazed I am. You know, Mark and Nancy were like, I just thought at the end of this thing, everybody'd be out of there, but they all helped. Isn't that sweet? You were even a testimony to them.
Jesus said to his disciples, what I'm doing for you now, you don't understand. You will understand it later. And so what took place this last week, I mean, we know we got some inklings of what went on, some of the testimonies, but what you guys have spearheaded, what you guys have pioneered, the trail that you blazed, you two especially, have just an incredible. I'm also reminded of the alabaster box of perfume. If anybody said, what of this exorbitant cost? You know, that's a whole month's wages. That box of perfume. Couldn't you have sold that and fed the poor or something? And Jesus said, don't take away from this woman what she has done. What she has done will be remembered. Well, just a couple of highlights for me was the Indian family that came wandering through. Just they were just going for a walk. They were on vacation. Shelby ran after them and brought them back. And she said, my husband can speak Hindi. And they said they didn't believe her. So she brought him over to me, and I rattled off a few words in Hindi, and they're just awestruck, you know.
The guy was hugging him and holding him.
And so we just got to minister Jesus with them, and they seemed like they're kind of in a hurry to escape. I don't think they didn't want to hear too much, but hey, we stayed for a little while, and we planted seeds there. And another highlight before I give the mic to Shelby was the trucker that we prayed for, and he had miraculously been led to the tent. He had started off in Chicago or someplace up north, and he was just getting jobs along the way, and he ends up in Nashville, and maybe Shelby knows more of the details, but it turned out that he was a relative of one of the families that But he had a shirt with the name of Jesus emblazoned on the back of it. He had John 3:16 on his cap, and he said he witnesses wherever we go. So we prayed over him, and the Spirit of God just came on him, and he afterwards said he felt like doing a backflip, and he would have, but he felt like he was too old to do that. But oh yeah, just one other funny little thing. I overheard Dan saying, was it yesterday or the day before? Somebody had just got done singing "Let It Rain." I overheard Dan saying to somebody, "We've just had 6 days of rain." That's probably not the best song to sing.
Well, for me, the highlight was already the very first day. Joe and I were just, next door to each other, and we were just getting to know each other and praying and stuff. And suddenly, right in front of the deliverance tent, there was a guy manifesting demons. And we were like, whoa, what's going on there? So immediately Joe and I grabbed hands with each other and started rebuking the devil. And we commanded the demon to be silent and not disturb anything here. And one of the things Joe was saying was, God, knock him out. And suddenly he went, pow, right on the ground. He was right there on the ground, lying there, wouldn't move. So we both had an awesome time just praying the presence of God over him, and for the Lord to minister to him so that he can be set free and walk away without any shaking and manifestation. He got up after we prayed that. He walked away, no shaking, no moving, nothing. He just walked away like a normal person going for a little walk. So that was like, the Lord was saying us, I'm here from the beginning. And then there was so many other testimonies. I mean, of course, we can't share all of it. But another highlight was we prayed over Robin, who's a homeless guy. When we were praying over him, he was just weeping. And he wants to go back to his family, get his life in order, and become the man of God and the head of the house, and let his children and his wife look up to him, and that he doesn't need to be homeless. I thought, wow, that's awesome. We need to keep praying that comes to pass. You don't just say it, but we want to see that. And the next day I saw him walking right into our tent with a woman and 2 children. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, he must have gone home and brought his children and his wife. And I'm getting all excited. Well, no, it wasn't his wife and 2 children. He was just walking down the street and he saw this family having their dinner and coming out, and he brought them to the tent for prayer. And this girl, oh my God, we were praying together. When we were praying, the Lord just showed us so many things about her. And every one of it was so true in her life that she was like, that's it. Yes, that's it. Yes, this is it. And I mean, it has been, well, I don't want to say, you know, who she was and what all of that is, but she was so touched by the Lord that night. She took a whole bunch of CDs and literature home, and she's going to read, and she gave us her phone number. And for our children, our oldest ones that are living in Nashville, for them to take her to church. She wants to get to church with her children and raise them in godly ways, because she does not want them to follow her lifestyle and example, which is she has 4 kids. All 4 of them were from a different father. So she does not want her children to be that way. And she said, please help them, help me to take them to church. Tell your children to come and pick us up, and we want to go to church. So that was something really touched my heart, you know. And again, I kept thinking, wow, this is, you know, one here, one there. But then the Lord just reminded me again, yes, the Lord leaves the 99 that are safe, and He brings the one, and we got to stop for the one. I just want to encourage you, Bobby and Terry, that you have obeyed the Lord and He honors it. And it's good. We're not just going to hear a few stories here. We're going to hear extended thousands of stories. And your sound system was sometimes, you know,
There and
not there. And Bobby's amazing compliment to me was I was a great singer, because I was singing with her with no microphone. She thought I was awesome. I was like, as soon as the sound came on, Cindy, Patty, and me, we ran off the stage. We didn't want anybody to hear
God doesn't look at the voice, He looks at the heart.
That's right.
And so it's, I mean,
It's a joyful
it
thing.
is. I mean, God, it doesn't matter how poorly a person sings. If they sing from their heart,